obviously in a strange time at the moment with no kind of live events coming up in the next couple of months this summer. So if you had the chance to create your own fantasy summer of sport, athletics particularly, would you relive? What moments would you want to relive, both as an athlete and as a fan as well? Are there any moments through your life that have really stood out that if you could put them back to back into a fantasy season, you'd like to experience again?
Oh, look, I've been very lucky because I've seen some wonderful athletics in my life, which is, not surprising. I've been around a long time. If you ask me what are the races, if you said to me, right, okay, what is your box set of 5 great races, what would you watch? Then I'm almost sport for choice, but I'm a middle distance endurance man, so I'll settle for some of those. I think Herb Elliott's 1960 win in Rome, where he broke the world record, ran from gun to tape, beating one of the world's great milers, Michel Jarzy, and the largest gap, or the largest distance of 1,500 meters has been won in, and I'm slightly biased. Herb is a good friend of mine. I was also very, very privileged to be in the stadium in Sydney in 2000, watching probably the most exciting 10,000 meter race I've ever seen, which was Haile Gebrselassie and Paul Turgott, where the lead changed 4 times in the finishing straight. And Gebrselassie beat Turgott in a tighter margin than Maurice Green won the 100 meters in that night. I think if I stuck with Sydney, talk about hometown pressure, Kathy Freeman winning the 400 meters. I was in the commentary box for Channel 7, and the great Bruce McAvenny did one of his great classic commentaries. I was sitting next to the great Raylene Boyle. And at the end of the competition, at the end of the race, Bruce McAvenny was going, what a performer, what an athlete, what an Australian. And Raylene Boyle grabbed the microphone and went, what a relief. I think most people in Australia felt that. I loved Hisham El Garouge's double in Athens in the 15 and the 5,000 when he was really so much at the top of his game, and I feel very privileged to have seen Usain Bolt in his at his very best. So that I'm just talking about 5 great fantasy. If I had my night in front of the television, that's probably what I would drift to. And I guess, given that I felt some pride in being a part of the team that choreographed it, I think Super Saturday in London with Jess and Greg and obviously Mo with wearing a British hat for a moment. But hey, where else? I mean, there are so many other places I could go.